another stitch. For those that don't know me, my name is Connie, and if you're new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you. And if you are new, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know how you found out about my channel, and let me know a little bit about yourself so I can start to get to know you better. So today's video, I am going to be doing 3 different tags all in one video. I am like way behind schedule doing these tag videos. It was like something just kept happening where I never could get around to doing these videos. And then, like most of y'all know, I wasn't able to do much filming for a while because I was kind of having like bronchitis symptoms and my coughing and my voice being hoarse. So I am getting to this today. So, and some of these tags I have been tagged by different people, like, you know, multiple times for the same tag. But let's get started on the first one. This is a TSYTTFY for July tag, and it was started by Christa at the Secret Yarnery. Okay, so it says, to stitch marker or not to stitch marker? Are you a stitch marker person? If so, how do you use them? I am a firm believer in stitch markers. I always say stitch markers or your best friend. With crochet, I use them to mark the start or the end of my rows. If I'm working in the round, I use them to mark the beginning of the rows. And sometimes there's other little, you know, aspects where you need to use a stitch marker. Knitting, of course, it's usually in the round there too. Sometimes shawl patterns, I'll use it, you know, when there's a repeat in the row, or like, for instance, sometimes you'll put a stitch marker, I think after like your first 2 or 3 stitches at the start and the end of a row with knitting, and sometimes you'll have it like in the center points. But that's where I use my stitch markers. I love stitch markers. All right, next question. Do you use anything special to take care of your wrist? No, I really don't. Now, the only thing that I do, if I do start getting hand cramps, I'll start doing hand exercises to try to help with the cramping. But that's really the only thing I really do. All right. What are your crochet goals this summer? Well, it is no longer summer. But some of my crochet goals are, you know, I want to continue to learn new stitches. I do want to, well, you can kind of say I've learned a little bit in Tunisian crochet because I did make one pumpkin, but it is something that I do want to learn more about. And mosaic crochet is another thing too that I do want to start to learn. But for the most part, it's just, you know, I like learning new things. So I try to learn as many different new things as I can. Let's see, next question. What are your favorite crochet colors for the summer? I like bright, vibrant colors. Like, I like blues and yellows. Really pretty much any summery color. But in general, my favorite colors are typically blue, pink, and purple. All right, next question. If you could use one hook for the rest of your life, what brand hook and hook size would it be? I find typically, I would probably say 5mm. I find that's the size I use the most. But the main sizes I tend to use is that 5.5 and 6mm. Now when it comes to brand, my set is a no-name brand I got from Amazon. Now, I do have one that I won in a giveaway that's Knit Picks, which I really like that one. But I've always wanted to try the clovers. Everyone says clovers are so good. So that would be one that I would love to be able to try. All right, the next question is, how old were you when you learned to crochet? Let's see, I just made 2 years that I've been crocheting, and I believe I'm 47 years old. Yeah, I am. I had to do the math there. But yeah, so that would have made me 45 when I learned how to crochet. All right. What are your tips for getting yarn or on sale or for cheap? Usually I look for coupon codes for whatever source I'm ordering yarn for. Try to catch the sales. Or clearance sales are really nice too, when you can catch yarn on clearance. What is your favorite holiday? Christmas. I love, love, love me some Christmas. What is your favorite benefit of crochet, and how has it helped you? I just find it's relaxing. It calms you, and it makes you feel accomplished after you finish making a project, and or learning something new. And the last question for this tag is, what do you do with your finished objects? Now some things I make for like me or Frank. Sometimes I gift things that I make. I don't often sell my work. I don't feel like I don't feel joy when I sell my work, when I'm crocheting. I feel stressed if I'm making it to sell. So typically, either, I do stuff as gifts for others, or it's things for like me and Frank. Okay, so that's the last question for the first tag. The second tag is the Family Feud Yarny style tag. And this one was started by It's in the Bag Crochet with Darla. Okay, so the first question is, something you hate to find in your yarn. Probably cat hair. Because sometimes my cats do get, in my yarn. Let's see. Second thing, something you do for your significant other when they buy you yarn. I give Frank a big old smile on my face. And just basically thank him and stuff like that. He knows I really appreciate it when he gives me yarn. Where was I? Something you snack on while crocheting or knitting. It really just kind of depends on my mood. But for the most part, if I'm like snacking or eating something, I usually put my work down while I'm doing that. Like I said, nothing's coming to mind off the top of my head for that question. Let's see, something you watch while crocheting or knitting. A lot of times I'll watch like Lifetime type movies, or some of my favorite TV shows. I love me some Grey's Anatomy, or true crime videos. I love true crime. And of course, sometimes it's crochet knitting videos. Next question. Name a sport you love to watch or play. I'm really not a sports fan. I'm really not. I mean, the only thing I've ever really loved watching that I guess you can kind of consider a sport would be like gymnastics. I always loved gymnastics. Now as far as playing sports, I'm still not the biggest fan of really playing sports. I mean, I did enjoy like in high school when you would play volleyball sometimes, things like that. But I'm not really a sport person. Name a fruit that isn't round. A banana. And name something you crochet or knit for Christmas or the holiday you celebrate. Well, this is a recent thing. I've gotten into the holiday amigurumis, as y'all have probably noticed. So I've been making a lot of decor with amigurumis. And of course also, you know, there's gifts too that, you know, I tend to do for Christmas and the holidays. Alright, so that's the last question for that tag. And now I'm moving on to the last tag for this video. This one is, Are You a Hillbilly? And it was started by Anita with Queen Mama's Hillbilly House with Anita. And this one's an interesting one. Okay, would you rather go eat at a fancy restaurant or a mom and pop restaurant? I would go with mom and pop restaurant. You know, it's more relaxed, it's more casual, and you know, they have good food. A lot of times fancy restaurants, you're not getting much food for your dollar. You know, I want to get food for my dollar. Number 2, you are at a busy store with family or friends, and one of them breaks out in song and dance. Do you walk away like you don't know them, get embarrassed and start recording them, or dance and sing with them? Well, I'm probably one of those people that you will catch doing this. Now, granted, when I do it, I try to do it when I think nobody is watching, but sometimes someone catches me doing it. But I'm probably more likely to start dancing and singing along with them. Alright, the next one is, you are working in the garden and you're sweaty and dirty, and you need to run to the hardware store to get a tool to finish your work. Do you A, shower and change before you go? B, do you change but not shower? Or C, you wash your hands and go in your work clothes? Well, typically, like if I'm going to go somewhere, I like to be showered and changed. But you know, if I'm going right back to getting dirty again, I probably would just, you know, change and just not, you know, worry about it and hope I don't run into anybody I know. So that was the last question of the final tag. I do want to apologize. My voice is starting to give on me, so I've been having to stop the camera a lot while recording this video. But yeah, so anyway, the way I'm going to do the tagging people for this tag, I'm going to tag 10 different people. Now, some of y'all may have done some of these tags already, but I figure if you done them, then you know, y'all can do the ones that you didn't do, or y'all could even pick and choose which ones you want to do. And also, even if you're not being tagged, if you want to do what, you know, these tag videos, feel free to do so. You're invited to do them too. Alright, so the ones I'm tagging are Heather with Heather's Country Crochet, Caitlin with Kay's Crochet Haven, Joni with Joni's Not So Fast Life, Johanna aka Danny Joe, Bailey with Bailey Nutcher Cat on the Prowl Creations, Regina with Morse Knitting 101, Pam with Be Creative Crafts, Dana with Dana Wonderlust Crochet, Darla with Darla with Yarn Owl with Darla. I always get like the words confused which order they are on Darla's channel. And the last channel is Barbara with Crochet Therapy. So I hope y'all enjoy this video and learning more about me. So I hope y'all are all having a fabulous yarny day. Be the light, and bye.